Ravens-Bengals. Now, I know that this actually is a high-stakes game. Whoever loses this game is probably not going to get into the playoffs. I think at this point, whoever loses gets eliminated. Somebody's got to win this game. Somebody's got to lose. Plain and simple. A lot on the line. Burrow's got to win to make this all worth it for him to come back.
Into the game for the moment for Hill. Back to the ground game. It's Henry.
To up their game and play much better in the last few games.
Jackson on 3rd and 7, and they get to him. Shoestring sack, and it's Murphy again.
That's not good.
See what he did last week, though.
Go back.
Shoestrings. Jackson on 3rd.
Try to escape. Just go for the feet. Trip him up. That's all you want to aim for. That's all you want. Good basic tackling. Not a great opening drive.
Sack, and it's Murphy again.
Not a great opening drive.
Two costly picks, including the pick 6 that came on back-to-back throws. How quickly can he turn the page?
Over the middle. Good completion.
First down
Love that.
completion to Mike Gesicki. On 1st and 20, Burrow trying to get some of it back.
All right, got it to the left side, to the sideline. Good spin by Chase. Chase has got a good yak ability, honestly. Yards after the catch. That's what makes him so talented.
From the gun.
Such an important asset, and that is.
It's going to be a first down run for Cincinnati. 11th play of the drive that began at their 20.
Okay, a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure. Oh my gosh, you can't do that. And this is on 3rd and 4.
11th play.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh, it was a field block. That's why. The blocking was drawn up so that it would be a field block. This way it would be leading to a double team involving the center in that scenario. That's not, or the left guard. That's just not good.
First down run for Cincinnati.
Let's see pre-snap. I want to see it one more time. Right here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
11th.
Yeah, the left guard does a little feeler here. He doesn't go near him, so he switches over here to watch around. He adds a helping hand, and then it's just an open look straight to the quarterback. That's just bad planning. It's not the offensive line that's failing him. It's the way the plays are drawn that are failing him.
We're talking about 2 high-end competitors.
Good pursuit.
Going down. Demetrius Knight for the
rookie from South Carolina getting a sack. I love that. Linebacker.
Entering this one today. Jackson on 3rd and 15. Little delivery gets it to Ali.
Good pursuit. Again, Knight.
Going to be well short. And how about this start?
He has been having a monster year, super under the radar, because he's not the only rookie linebacker in the AFC North that's playing well. Carson Swessinger literally looks incredible, and he probably will be the defensive rookie of the year. But does not mean we should overlook Demetrius Knight. He has been very good for Cincinnati. Nobody ever talks about him. He's been very good for them. And he's probably going to be a model of consistency for them over the next 5 years. So we'll see. We'll see how he develops, but I like what I've seen so far from him in his rookie campaign.
Well, we're trying to time up the snap with his motion.
Chase
Brown,
finds a
tough runner.
See where
he's just one of those guys. It's hard to get your hands wrapped around him. If he just starts spinning and gets his hands involved, it's rough. And there's a pick. Oh, you can't have those. You can't even blame Joe for this, can you?
Burrow on 3rd and 5 pocket.
Yeah, you can. That's off the fingertips for Chase. I'm sorry. Joe overthrew it. Burrow overthrew that. That's not okay. Can't do that.
He'll return it. Boy, those 2 costly picks last week.
Right there, look at this.
In their loss to Buffalo.
Too high. I don't know what people say. I get it's Jamar Chase, right? And he's one of the best receivers in the NFL, if not the best. But sometimes you put a ball a little bit too high, and that's all it takes. The ball's too high. Done. You can't catch it.
And it's Humphrey.
I wish more people realized that.
Monster play for the Ravens defense.
Forces Joe Burrow to make a bad pass, and Marlon Humphrey makes him pay.
There's a motion. I love that. Okay, good motion use. And Keaton Mitchell. He is such a Swiss Army knife for them. That dude is super explosive. Quick acceleration, got good long speed. I love the way they use him in this offense. It's interception, but it shouldn't be on Lamar here. Look at this.
Well, this is the National Football League. Just a great job of getting that separation at the top of the route.
All right, kids. For all the young football players out there, what did he do wrong here? let's take a look. What did Zay Flowers do wrong here? I'm going to slow it down to about half speed if I can. I cannot, so we're just going to have to do this in full time. All right, I'm going to mute it. I want you guys to watch him. Okay? Watch where the ball is. Tried to catch it with his body. Something they try to teach you in football early is try not to do these body catches. You want to keep the ball away from your body. Sometimes the QB is going to put it in your chest, and at that point, you don't have a choice. But you got to use your hands as much as possible. Rely on your hands more than your body. Because when you let it hit your body, if your timing's off, the ball's going to bounce off. You won't be secure, and then things like this will happen where it'll be a freak bounce, and it gets picked off right there. So let this be a lesson. Try not to catch it with your body. Use your hands. You got to get the hands more involved there if you want to avoid those situations.
The season is onto the field now for the Ravens again, making his season debut, coming back from the torn Achilles. This is Burrow on third and 9.
A lot of pressure. Yeah, just dump it.
Down the field, goes underneath to the check. That's the tight end sample. Question now for this Ravens offense. Can they get this
neither offense is really getting anything going here. It's pretty quiet. Defense has really showed up today.
Jackson protected.
Blocking that
Jackson's going to run for it. First down and more.
Once again, why Lamar can be super dangerous. It's not his arm you got to worry about. It's his legs.
And he's second in
you don't get the pressure right away. You don't get the proper contain, and he breaks it.
Beautiful sidearm delivery. It's the Andre Hopkins.
Why didn't he keep going?
Well, they've been waiting for Hopkins to become a piece of this
offense.
offense.
Why didn't you keep
Jordan
going
Battle
straight?
Finally makes the tackle.
Stop trying to make a move. You slow down your momentum. You allow them to catch up. Why are you doing that?
Little pre-snap look for Jackson.
Try to outrun him.
Come heavy. Jackson underneath. It's
Ali.
Ali.
Rasheen Ali.
Ali in for the Ravens.
Long
touchdown.
speed is key for this team. What they have with Ali and Mitchell are a very good long speed duo that can catch the football and make plays through the air and yards after the catch. They're great for screens. They're great for the flat zones. Excellent. Want to see more of that usage because that's really what the key is to open up this Ravens offense. Not really the ground game with Henry.
You're not going to be at your best.
Opens up a lot downfield.
Burrow throwing into the shadows. Gets it to Chase for the completion.
To 1 and 5 on their third downs.
A lot of pressure on Burrow, not the way I thought they would.
Dual threat back for this offense. So third and 19. Burrow takes a snapshot of the defense. Ravens going to rush 4.
Looking, go
Burrow
right,
protected, hard fake.
There's pressure.
Down the field, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds, and now a flag. So
late hit, I guess,
Lamar Jackson,
or something. I don't know.
60 plus seconds, all 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Ooh,
Jackson puts some air under it.
Got it.
And
Ow.
it is incomplete. Zay Flowers. Well, he caught it. Flowers makes the catch.
Wait, he made the catch?
Put some air under it.
He held on to it. He held on to it.
And it is incomplete.
Honestly, good on Flowers. That's really good awareness because one of the key things that's important about the game of football is that when the ball's brought to you, first of all, your QB has to do you a good favor if you're a receiver. You want him to put in a good advantageous place where you can brace yourself, absorb contact, and not get hurt from the contact. Because sometimes what you see when they say hospital ball is when a QB puts the ball in a bad place and it doesn't really do anything for the safety of the receiver. So, yeah, it's a place where the receiver can make the catch and it'll be fine, but he's left vulnerable for big hits and for potentially dropping the football and, getting injured. And that's why they call it a hospital ball. That was very close to one, but Flowers was able to brace and turn his shoulder in so he could absorb the blow through the side rather than having to take it to the top of the shoulder or potentially to the neck head area. So consider himself very, very lucky.
56 seconds, 2 timeouts left for the Ravens.
Oh, wow, he's got all day.
Flags down. Jackson, potential free play. We'll check the marker here. So that breathes new life into this offense here. 2nd and 10, down to 40 seconds. Jackson,
he's going through all his reads, went to his fail-safe, got to the 35.
Who had the 30-yard touchdown catch earlier.
Everything he wanted was covered.
Bengals
try again. Now he's going deep to his option. Got him.
And it is caught. Flowers for the
Ravens leading. 2 touchdowns.
Lamar Jackson, surgical with that pass.
Really, really good game so far for Flowers. Outside of that one drop, he's had a very good game.
Gets it out, Flowers
but
with
credit
the
to
out
the defense, because the Ravens defense is really the star right now. They're doing a great job improving from the last matchup from these two teams.
So by the Ravens
they've learned a lot from that first game, and they got better.
26-yarder.
Just look at this, boom. Well-placed ball, beautifully beat. Receiver did his job, got free. Lamar put it in the right spot. Was able to get his feet in, enough room.
He's missed on a couple of throws, including that INT off the deflection.
Short pass.
Going to get the Cincinnati first down. The ultra prevent all the way down towards the end zone.
So they're just going to go for Hail Mary here? Is that what I understand?
Burrow's going to try to take a shot here.
Nope, not even close. Take the sack, I guess.
Mike Green.
Sure.
And a fitting end to that half.
And they've really done a nice job in the run game of not allowing runs to pop over 10 yards.
Now in this quarter, you got to see some kind of, you got to give Burrow a little bit more time, and they got to get more complex with these route designs. And there you go, Chase first down. The more time you get for the plays to develop, the better off it'll be.
Ravens bring 4.
There you go. Why would he go in a double? Why would you go to double coverage? Joe. Okay, this is a huge issue here, okay? First off, I know this is actually a pretty good angle for a broadcast for coaches to look at. This actually isn't terrible. So, first off, the ball's going here, right? We already know this guy's going to get the ball, whatever. Watch the behavior of 3 here. 3 is the main guy to watch, right? And then this guy here is playing up on him. So they're all playing up. All know their talent. That's the plan. You got these guys guarding middle zones. He might drop. This guy's probably playing the main watch in case Burrow tries to run it, so he'll take care of the side to side in the middle range, whatever it is, right? Okay. Now watch. Breaks by. Nice to see this because then you see Chase set here. He's going to cut back across the middle. But watch what they do here. So this DB switches off and sticks to Chase, and the tight end's breaking free.
Ravens.
And Joe decides at this point the best thing to do is to run free, like downfield. Like, look at this. The way they beautifully set this. Does he have a lead? Yes. But you'd have to get it somewhere where the angle would keep it away from this DB over here. So in order to do that, you would have to do something along the lines of maybe when the ball comes through, he's going to be coming on this angle here, working side by side. So if you're going to land this ball, you got to get to somewhere outside here, because when you do that, it's going to be hard for the linebacker to keep pace. He's not going to be able to get his hand out to deflect it, and then it's the DB's to the back of the tight end who has the size advantage. So that would typically be the placement of the ball, is that you want to get it above him and probably out towards a little bit more outside with that left arm, and that's a tough thing to do. It's really tough. And Joe can make those throws, but this is just not a good placement here. Look at this. He tried very hard. I give him a lot of credit. That ball was right there on his hand, but it's not the right one. That's not the right read. If I'm in his shoes here, what's open, y'all? Look, he's reading the field. He's reading the coverage.
Ravens.
He breaks. He decides to set on the tight end, but look who is wide open on 4th and 4. Wide open. He doesn't see him. Chase can come across this way, and yes, I know that there's a lurking linebacker here, but a quick dot right here to Chase could actually get you the first down, or just giving it down to Pirine. You had time. I know you see the free rusher. I see the free rusher too, but if you see the free rusher, that's even more reason to hit 1 or hit the left side. You're looking middle field. You can definitely see your receiver open underneath. You got to hit that. And instead, he took the deep shot.
Up the seam towards the end zone and incomplete.
It's all about choices and the way you get through your progressions. He took the deep shot, reading the coverage, and he didn't read the actual routes. He didn't read the routes correctly.
Henry, first down and more.
I think it's not that he didn't read the routes correctly. It's more that he just didn't. How do I really put it into the proper words? It's not that he didn't read it correctly. It's that he made the wrong choice. He just made the wrong decision, came to the wrong conclusion. He took a shot based off the coverages and not actually how the routes looked in the moment. So your peripheral is your key. You could be looking at the one thing that's going on right in front of you, but you got to know what's going on around you at all times. So you got to use your peripheral to your advantage. If he's open downfield and I'm looking up to the left side, right? And then I see that there's a guy in the short zone in front of me who's also got a lead here, I can dot it in there and I can take the short yardage and just get the first down. It's early in the second half. It's definitely doable. I don't know why he wouldn't take that, but that's again a judgment call. So that one to me is on Joe. Even if it's drawn up to go to the tight end, if something drops, it's not the right read. He made the bad call.
First down on that fourth.
And now they can't tackle Henry.
Making it happen. Starting to lean on this Bengals defense. Jordan Battle.
Bengals defense is really having a hard time now.
On offense.
Jackson feeling the heat. Back corner of the end zone.
Wow, Zay Flowers drop again, and there's Todd Monken fuming.
Flowers unable to squeeze it. The reaction from Monken.
Yeah, Buccaneers icon Todd Monken. If you know, you know.
Shot of the Ravens defense. Baltimore bringing 4.
Yep, there you go. Take the short. Completes. 2nd and 8. Get the 3rd and 1.
The tight end.
It's fun.
Tanner
That's
Hudson.
fine.
Right now in this game is for somebody else to be able to make a play in one-on-one coverage by themselves.
Burrow steps up in the pocket,
go right.
looking, buying himself some time.
He didn't have enough time. He held on to it too long.
And he's going to be short. I tell you what, any one of our camera operators would have been the last survivor on that.
And he shakes
ball.
another tackle, but he gets tripped up on his
again.
feet. Another shoelace tackle.
Well, that pent-up frustration after a little bit of a lethargic.
Let me tell you, Henry a
half,
few times this year has come this close to having monster explosive plays, but everybody's always getting a hand in there to trip him up.
Jackson goes play
Fit that beautifully in between the coverage there. Wow. Between the linebackers and between the safeties.
Yeah, he's gritted it.
Good window throws. And a good run from Mitchell.
Keaton Mitchell.
You do see the difference, right? It's a shiftiness to him that Derek doesn't have. Derek has a lot of power.
Okay, Lamar Jackson.
Got power and progressive speed.
So the Bengals get to him again.
They got him that time.
Sack for Cincinnati. 3rd and 16.
Not easy. All right, let's see. Bull rush. Bull rush fails, and they're in the ground all day.
Everyone covered. Jackson down again.
Demetrius Knight again. Oh my gosh. Yo, have a day, young fella. Oh my gosh. Also, can I just note here, guy gets hurt on this play. 64 put him down. Watch this. First off, shout out to the linebacker who attacked up when Lamar tried to escape. See? He decides to sex. He realizes he doesn't have any options left, so he decides to read right. So he goes to cut back to the right. Makes a great tackle, but 90 being down led to him getting tripped. It's Lamar awareness there. That's on a little bit of awareness of knowing where the guys are.
Fake handoff to Brown.
QB is one of the hardest positions on the field. You got to know what everything is going on at the same time, and you have to read the field and be the general who guides everything as it goes on. You're doing 1,000 different things at once, and you're going to take the front for all the blame even if it's something that's minor and out of your control. So you have to take the blame. Just like that. This one I would say is on Joe, but let's see. 4-man rush. He tried to step up. Well, no, actually, he stayed in long, and then he tries to step up, and then he swallowed up. What he should have done is, this is a moment where you keep dropping back, and then you roll back to your right, and then you just have to roll out. Roll out of the tackle box, get outside.
Jamar Chase going to make the catch here on a 2nd and 15. Nate Wiggins will be credited.
What am I to say? I'm not a QB. I'm not a guru of some kind. It's just, this is what I see. This is what I read. This is what I say is going on. And that right there is why you give it to Chase.
Inside Ravens territory.
Why do we force feed Jamar Chase? Because he can do things like that. Name a receiver that's going to catch it in a short zone like this. Look at this. Came back beautifully to the sideline on that curl. And then just sets it, turns. The second he lands, he sets his feet, turns upfield immediately so tight that Wiggins can't even make the tackle right there.
Trying to break free, Chase.
Had to take Gilman and the safeties to get back there and get him out. That's crazy.
Offense, 8 catches,
you don't realize how difficult that is. That's really difficult.
How much does he have left in the tank?
Rolling right, rolling right.
Fades.
Lot pressure.
Throws, and that is caught on a comebacker. It's Tinsley.
Okay, Tinsley. Haven't heard his name much this year. Decent protection that time. He had plenty of time to get that. Need to see more consistency there. Stuff like that will help the offense more. Ooh, Van Noy pressure. Ooh, they're sending 4. Okay. They really don't send the blitz to the house often.
Quickly over the middle. Gets it to Chase Brown.
So right now,
I'm shocked we don't see a house blitz.
Has to take advantage of all those substitutions.
Trio with motion.
Ravens rush forward. Burrow completes over the middle. This is Chase.
Chase was really close there.
Hits the century mark.
But again, just keep giving it to your guys you trust. That's it. Let the guys who can make the plays make the play. What was that, Joe?
Picked off by Van Noy.
Oh, little handoff. Here, take it, take it. And he's taking it to the house.
As the Ravens,
oh my gosh, that's the game. That's literally the game. What they're going to say is you're going to see what happens. He's going to attack the left guard here, which is Fairchild. I think he's a rookie. He was like a mid-round pick, I believe, or third round. What they do now as way they disguise coverage is you'll have a guy come up and he'll show pressure and he'll throw a hand at the guard and then he'll drop back late. So he's like a late drop. And you have to keep an eye on him because you do not know if he's going to bring pressure. But QBs don't have a lot of time to read that and figure out if the guy's bluffing or really going. So he's going to throw a hand here at Fairchild, which opens the back door for one of the rushers to come around, break through, and compromise the pocket, which forces Burrow to make that bad throw.
In disaster.
Watch Van Noy.
So you'll see it right here. Van Noy hits it, and then the guy breaks inside of the left tackle, which I think is Orlando Brown, and Fairchild can't get set there. And that's not on Fairchild. It's not really his fault. I mean, yeah, his feet are a little stuck there, but it's not all on Dillon. It's just really good game planning by the defense. It was a very good play call. They were not prepared for that kind of switch up there. So now you got Van Noy dropping in coverage. You see the D lineman dropping to throw a block at a tight end. And with this free run at the QB, he doesn't have a choice. He's trying to throw it, and he slips and falls.
They're fast enough.
And it goes right to Van Noy.
To pick up
I knew he was trying to go. He was thinking about hitting 87 back there.
Burrow doesn't realize that Van Noy, after he engages in that block, drops back into that passing window, tries to dump it off.
No, it's not that he doesn't realize it. He slipped and fell, and that ball got there. When he throws the ball, he slips.
Engages the left guard, Fairchild, and then he can't.
He literally slipped. There is no he didn't see him. He saw him. He just couldn't execute because he fell. I don't know what we're talking about here. Watch. He goes to throw. His back foot slips, his plant foot's weak, and it just boom. It's a flat ball, no power behind it, no air behind it, and no accuracy behind it. It's just floating. If he had a little bit more time and he would have set and he would have had his feet locked in, he probably would have completed that off to the left of the linebacker and hit his tight end. That probably would have been the intended target, but that's not what happened. And it's a lot of shoulda, woulda, coulda. But at the end of the day, this was a bad call by Joe. Joe made a couple mistakes that really cost the team. I hate calling it that way, but it's the truth. A couple mistakes that cost the team. And Ravens ran a lot of good mixed blitzes that definitely changed things up. They're mixed pressures.
They've responded, and John Harbaugh really thought that they would respond well.
Chase for the division as they win it 24-0.
That is the game. So Baltimore's back to 500, and Cincinnati's eliminated. That's 10 losses on the year.
Now bonus coverage as we get you to Ian Eagle and J.J. Watt in Foxborough.
Cincinnati is done. So there you have it. The Cincinnati Bengals are done. They're out. That's it for playoffs. They're cooked here. It wasn't a great day for either quarterback, really. Lamar only threw 12 passes in the whole game, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception. Really not a good day, no matter how you really want to chop it up. Only 26 yards on the ground from on 2 carries. Derrick Henry had a good day. Keaton Mitchell had a good day. Shout out to them. Zay Flowers did well. Rasheen Ali did pretty okay. Pretty quiet day all the way around for the offense. For Cincinnati, though, they did a lot more in the air. The ground game was almost ineffective. I mean, 4 yards to carry, still pretty good for Chase Brown, and 3 for Samaje Perine, all right, but pretty quiet all the way around. Like I've been saying, Jamar Chase is literally the guy for their team. 10 catches, 132 yards, targeted 16 times compared to 7 for the next guy, which was the running back, Chase Brown. So you're seeing some big changes here. Then we get to the defensive side. We want to see how many times guys got sacked today. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 sacks from the Ravens today. 1 for Travis Jones. For Robinson, I think it's Ty Robinson. And, no, Ty not Robinson, I think it's an Eagle. Mike Green, the rookie. And I just see Robinson here. So they got 3 sacks all the way around for the Baltimore Ravens. For the Bengals, they were able to actually get 4 sacks. So they actually did a better job of getting pressure on They did a better job of getting pressure on Lamar Jackson than the Ravens did for Burrow, which is kind of crazy. They got one more sack out of it, 4 sacks. 2 for Demetrius Knight, who had a monster day at the linebacker spot. 5 tackles, 1 assisted, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for losses, 1 forced fumble. He had a really good day. And then you got I think that's Miles Murphy, who got 2 sacks as well. So in terms of that category, they all did pretty well from there. But in terms of everything else, Marlon Humphrey, better day today. Same for Kyle Van Noy. He's always been good, really good veteran. And yeah, that's really it for the Ravens-Bengals. I'm very shocked that the Ravens were able to flip the script, because if the Ravens weren't able to flip the script in this game, I didn't know what to think. They had to flip the script here. You have to win this game or else you're the one in trouble. Because Cincinnati needed this win desperately to stay alive for playoff contention, and they couldn't get it. This was a great game. This was a very important game. And the Ravens showed up when it mattered. Cincinnati's now out. They're probably going to find a way to play spoiler at this point, but odds are, we'll see. I don't know how much spoiler they want to play here,